We talk a lot about wine on this show, but I wanted to highlight some really good opportunities for beer. So we're into November. As you're consuming heavy quantities of alcohol to deal with the craziness, I think it's important to diversify your beverage intake choices. And I've chosen a bunch of really great local breweries that are all going to be on sale, except for the really expensive 4-packs of craft that are insanely expensive but are insanely delicious. These are like your gift item. So Port City, one of my favorite breweries out of Alexandria, they've won so many medals at the Great American Beer Fest. They make some really great seasonals. Their beers are always really fresh. That's one of the most important things I want to highlight about drinking these local beers, is that you know where your beers are coming from. The sources, the ingredients are higher quality, and with beer and the flavor of the beer, these beers are going to be fresher. Most cans have them on the bottom, but there's a born on date or a canning date. Some breweries will put expiration dates that are either 3 or 6 months out, depending on the styles. So for your hoppy beers, you want to drink those as fresh as possible. So my DC Crowd Corruption right here, their flagship IPA, so delicious. Atlas, they're coming out with some awesome stuff. We're moving through so many of them. So many great styles coming through. This is a Blood Orange Gose. It's a slightly tart style, lighter, easier drinking, really fun beer. Flying Dog, one of the OGs. They're up in Frederick. They come out with so many cool seasonal styles. Be sure to check out some of the ones that they're coming out with this holiday season. I guarantee you they come out with some new stuff. Seven Locks Brewery. This brewery is relatively newer to us in this store within the last year or two. They're one of our best-selling local beers now. They come out with some really fun varietals and seasonals as well, so be sure to check those out. RAR here out of the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Their flagship IPA is incredible. If you're looking to give somebody an IPA, this one is perfect. Moving on to the heavy hitters, the big boys. I got Commonwealth. They make Big Poppy Chulo. All of these beers come in 16-ounce 4-packs. They are in the $20 range, but in my opinion, they're very well worth it. They're just like dominated with like really fresh hops. They're so delicious. It's pretty unbelievable when you crack one. Another thing that I recommend is like all of these vessels that the beers come in. I asked you the same question about wine. Would you ever drink your wine out of the bottle? Yeah, if you were like at a frat party, you might, but like we're pouring our wines into glasses. We're tasting so much with our nose. And so when you're drinking these nice craft beers, it is so important to pour it into a nice glass. If you're slamming Bud Lights, then it's fine, because honestly, it's a beer that you don't want to taste much flavor from, and that's why you want to get it as cold as the Rockies, Coors Light style. The colder the beer is, the less flavor profile you're going to taste. So that applies to wine, it applies to beer. Last, but definitely not least, Aslan Brewing Company. All of their labels are kind of wild and crazy. You can tell which ones are theirs by these holders on their 4-packs. Everything they do is pricey, but every single thing that they do, absolutely incredible. Probably my top brewery in this area right now in terms of the quality that they're making. For gift ideas or for somebody who's a beer lover or wants to try something, these are some of the best, and they're always coming out with new styles. So we'll have like 4 new styles every 2 weeks or so. We'll be rotating so many new beers into our set for the next 2 months. It's gonna make my head spin. If you haven't bought beer in our beer department yet, you're really missing out. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we're going to be giving you the heads up this whole holiday season about what to be buying, where to be looking, good deals, cool, exciting, fun things. Be sure to subscribe, like this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.